What's going on, guys? Lone Driver Mike again, bringing you guys another video. Guys, what's up? Guys, in today's video we're going to talk about the GrubHub card. Now, I made a video yesterday kind of telling you guys what to do when you get a GrubHub order, when it's order and pay, when you have to actually use the GrubHub card. But I didn't really go into details too much, so I'm going to go into that and try to answer some of your guys' questions from yesterday's comments. So anyways, basically GrubHub, right? If they partner with GrubHub, they basically give them a tablet. So when they get an order, the GrubHub tablet goes off, they put the order in or whatever, and they get paid through the tablet or whatever. Now, if it's order and pay order, most of these restaurants, GrubHub doesn't tell them, like, hey, we put you on the app. Like, I had a comment yesterday, and basically, I basically explained how to get around not having any issues with the restaurants. Because this has happened a few times to certain people in my group and in some other groups too. You know, you go in, you bring in your GrubHub bag and shit, and they're like, oh, sorry, we don't do GrubHub. And then, you know, you explain how you won't be charged a fee. I'm going to use my GrubHub card, and you get the money, and it's a done deal. But a lot of them just don't give a fuck, right? A lot of them say, well, we didn't consent to GrubHub, you know, blah, 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 and it's just a big issue. So what I said yesterday was, if you ever get an order and pay order, and if you're not sure the restaurant's okay with you ordering the food with the GrubHub card, because a lot of them are very strict, whether they're a franchise or a mom and pop shop, if they don't already have the GrubHub tablet, most likely they don't like third-party orders, or maybe GrubHub, just GrubHub. They might have Doordash, but they don't have GrubHub, and a lot of them have a specific reason. But, you know, there are different reasons why. So anyways, so basically what I said was, if you get an order and pay order, call it over the phone. You know, that's what I've been doing. I call it over the phone. Oh, order from Mike. I want to do a to-go order. Okay, order the food, whatever the customer ordered. Okay, 15, 20 minutes. You go in. Don't have your GrubHub shirt on. Don't have GrubHub hat on. Don't have nothing with that says GrubHub on your body. Don't bring in the bag. Now, a guy said something about, well, if you don't use your bag, GrubHub can deactivate you. Now, this is basically for orders that the restaurant has a big deal with GrubHub, that they won't accept GrubHub orders. Now, you can try to do your job and do the right thing, but if you bring in your bag and they're like, hey, stop, we don't accept GrubHub orders, you're going to have to walk right back out anyways. So use your GrubHub bag, but wait till you bring the food out in the car and then put it in the bag, you know? Because if the restaurant's like, hey, we don't accept GrubHub orders, blah, 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 you need to leave right now. You know, some of them are cool about it, some of them are strict, and, you know, and you have to just say okay, because you don't want them calling the police, you don't want no problems. So, you know, and say hypothetically it's a $15 payout. My friend got a $31 payout the other day, and it was an order and pay. Now imagine him going in there with this GrubHub bag and his GrubHub card and a GrubHub hat on and everything, and he say, yeah, GrubHub order. I'm going to order and pay. Now, if they say, oh, sorry, sir, we don't accept GrubHub orders, and he can make a big deal about it and explain his situation and call driver care and see if they can help out. But a lot of times, 90% of the times, if these restaurants have a strict policy, they're not gonna break their own rules for you. They're not gonna do it. So in his situation, what he did was he took my advice. He called it over the phone. He went in there without any type of GrubHub shirt on, no outfit, no GrubHub bag. Like that guy said, if you don't use your GrubHub bag, you'll be deactivated. But if that restaurant's order and pay order, they don't need to know that you're doing GrubHub, because 90% of them is going to say, no, sorry, we don't accept GrubHub orders. So instead of bringing your bag in and being stupid, they're going to say, hey, sorry, we don't accept GrubHub orders. So I think me and him, we just had miscommunication. He didn't listen to my whole video. I'm not sure what happened, why he was confused. Yeah, if it's a regular GrubHub order and they know you're picking up a GrubHub order, you have to bring your bag in. But if it's an order and pay order and they have a strict policy against GrubHub, why on earth would you bring in your GrubHub bag and expose yourself? And then they're going to say, oh, sorry, we don't accept GrubHub orders. They're going to tell you, sorry, we have to cancel your order. Are you the one that called? You know, and they're going to be pissed because they just made the food, right? But they're going to say, no, sorry, if it's for GrubHub, we can't give you the order. You cannot pay for it. You got to go, right? So in those situations, that's why I told that guy that commented on my video yesterday, I think his name was Wesley. He said, oh, if you don't use your GrubHub bag, you'll be deactivated. What I'm talking about is the orders that have an order and pay order where you have to physically order it in person. If you bring your GrubHub bag in and they have a strict policy, they're going to deny you anyways. So bring in your GrubHub bag in when there's a 90% chance they're going to tell you, sorry, we don't accept GrubHub. Why are you going to bring in your bag? That's stupid. Because they don't even know. A lot of these orders, guys, let me just say this, clear it up. A lot of these order and pay orders on GrubHub where you have to use the card and order it, these restaurants do not know GrubHub put the restaurant on their app, okay? So to avoid the bullshit is what I'm trying to tell you guys. Call it over the phone. Oh, it's for Mike. Just order what the customer ordered. Go in there. Don't bring in your bag, because if they see your bag, they're going to know you're from GrubHub. I'm not telling you to break GrubHub's policy, but if you bring in your GrubHub bag, guess what? They're going to say, no, we have to cancel the order. That's why I said that, Wesley. So anyways, that's resolved. So, you know, leave your GrubHub bag in the car, okay? Don't have your GrubHub shirt on or nothing like that. Call it over the phone, get there. Some people are blacking out the GrubHub word, which I think, you know, if they're really strict and they look at the card, they can say, oh, this says GrubHub on it. And then they're still going to cancel it. So what I suggest you guys to do is actually get like a black marker or, I don't know, some white paint and just paint over it. Get some white out, paint over it. Sharpie, whatever. Just black it out. And that's all you got to do. So that's what I was trying to explain yesterday. And there was some miscommunication. So a lot of these order and pay orders, the restaurant does not know they are on GrubHub's platform. And if they have a strict policy and you go in there with your GrubHub bag or your GrubHub shirt and you try to order it, or say, let's say hypothetically you did order it over the phone, but you show up with your GrubHub bag and your GrubHub shirt, if they have a strict policy, they're going to say, hey, why you're with GrubHub, we don't accept orders. And you're going to say, well, I just ordered it over the phone and blah, blah, blah. They don't care. They're going to cancel it. They're going to give it to another customer. They're going to eat it themselves. They're going to reuse the food that they just made. That's what I was trying to explain yesterday, guys. So anyways, and then let me tell you a couple stories. So one person in my group had an order and pay order with GrubHub. She went in, tried to pay for it. You know, the manager got pissed and made her cry. And that's not cool. Like, I don't care, you know, what restaurant or you're a manager for this place. You know, we're all human beings, man. There's no need to make another driver cry and say, oh, F you, you're with GrubHub, this and that. No, that manager should have been fired. And I told her, she's a member of my group, the Gig Economy on Facebook. But anyways, I told her, hey, tell us the name of that restaurant, because we can get that restaurant shut down. You know, and she didn't want to do all that. So I said, okay, that's fine. Well, anyways, another situation that happened, I think it was the other day or today. Someone went in to pay for the GrubHub order. She called it over the phone, or maybe she went in, I forgot, whatever. But anyways, she gave the restaurant her card to pay for it. And they said, oh, we don't do GrubHub. And they actually took the card away from her. Well, they didn't. Well, she gave them the card, and they saw the GrubHub word, and they said, "Oh, we don't accept GrubHub, this and that." And they said, "No, sorry, you know this," and they wouldn't give her card back, and it was a big deal. Now, in that situation, she should have called the police. I don't know what happened or anything. I need to get back to that person and see what happened. You know, the end of the story. But anyways, basically, she gave them the card, and the restaurant took the card from her. She tried to call GrubHub. They weren't helping out. She wasn't getting through. I think she was on hold or something. So in those circumstances, you see what I'm talking about? Maybe she called it in, maybe she didn't have her shirt on. But since she gave them the card and it said GrubHub on it, they found out, oh, you're with GrubHub. And instead of just giving it back and saying, sorry, we can't do the order, we got to cancel it, they literally just took her card away and didn't give it back. You see what I'm talking about? So these situations, you got to think about it. Oh, well, I don't want to be deactivated from GrubHub. I have to bring my bag in. I have to bring my card in and all that. Well, yeah, I understand that. But if these restaurants is an order and pay order and they're strict, they're going to fuck you. So there's certain circumstances where you don't need to use your bag, okay? Especially in these situations. You know, if you go in there and they're strict, right? They're strict and they don't accept GrubHub orders, and you go in there like a good, you know, 5-star premier driver on GrubHub trying to do the right thing. You go in there with your GrubHub bag, guess what? They're going to tell you to walk right out and say, no, we're canceling your order. We don't accept orders. Now, not all restaurants do this. But I talked to my friend Scott. I talked to some other drivers, and they say they're just going to do it the way I said to do it, because they're not going to risk $10, $15, $20, or even $31.68. My friend Scott had a about $32 payout. It was an order and pay. Do you think he's going to risk them canceling the order? Oh, I'm going to do the right thing and bring in my GrubHub bag and, you know, have my shirt on and give them the card with the big old letters, red letters that say GrubHub, anyone can see and read. You know what I'm saying? It's not worth it. That's why I told people these restaurants don't know that GrubHub is putting them on their platform. They're supposed to tell them ahead of time, because I think Doordash got sued by, I think, In-N-Out. It was either, I think In-N-Out sued Doordash and Postmates, I believe, because they put them on their app. They didn't notify them. So anyways, I'm not going to get into that. I don't know if a lawsuit's going to happen. But to protect your ass, to protect GrubHub, to protect your own earnings, if it's an order and pay order, call it over the phone. Go inside without any type of GrubHub, anything. No bag, no shirt, no nothing. Pay for use the card, but I would suggest you to do is black it out, get some white paint, just cover it up. And they're not going to know nothing, right? I mean, or you can give them the card that says GrubHub on it, and you might get lucky. If they say anything about it, say, oh, I work, you know, I'm just lie and say, oh, I'm a manager with GrubHub, I'm using my corporate card or something. You know, they can't do nothing. But anyways, just to protect your ass, and you don't want to lose out on your $32 payout or your even $10 and it's around the corner, that's a good payout. And my friend Scott, man, he said he got like 6 orders the other day on order and pay, and he made over $100, right? So is it worth to do the right thing and to go in with your GrubHub bag and your card and your shirt on, and then all of a sudden the customer or the restaurant says, oh, sorry, we got to cancel the order because you're with GrubHub. I mean, come on, use common sense. You know, I made a video yesterday explaining to you guys, and some of you guys didn't get it or you didn't watch the whole video. That's what I'm saying. It's like, I know my videos are long and I get it, but I have a lot of information that I got to give you guys. You know, a lot of YouTubers are just like, hey, I'm going to like say this and be done with it, and then that's it. But see, when I make a video, man, I go into details. I have examples. I explain. And that's why my videos are longer. So, I mean, if you don't want to watch my whole video, that's fine. Comment below, ask questions, whatever, right? I try to be as thorough as possible. I try to explain myself. I try to help you guys out. I give advice. And this is what I do. I've been doing this for over 3 years. So, like I said, if there's any type of miscommunication, that's okay. That's fine. But don't assume this, don't assume that. And a lot of you guys, I make a video, and most of the time the video explains everything. Like yesterday, I left a few things out. That's why I'm making a second video. Part 2, I guess you call it. And that's why I'm trying to clear some things up. Like the guy said, oh, you have to use your GrubHub bag or you're going to get deactivated. Well, if the restaurant don't even know that they're on GrubHub, they're not going to call GrubHub and be like, oh, this is a GrubHub guy. And oh, by the way, he didn't have his bag. They're not going to do that. If they don't work with GrubHub and you bring in your bag or they see your shirt on, they're just going to say, sorry, we don't work with GrubHub. They're not going to call GrubHub on you. They're just going to say, we're going to cancel the order. Sorry, we don't work with GrubHub, and that's it, right? And then if you don't leave the restaurant, that's technically trespassing and they can call the police on you, right? That's why I said that, right? The restaurant's not going to say nothing to GrubHub because they don't even work with GrubHub. All order and pay orders, they don't work with GrubHub. They did not agree. They didn't sign an agreement with GrubHub. GrubHub just put them on their app so that what we do is we order and pay with it, and that's it. That's all it is, right? The restaurant pays no fees, but a lot of these restaurants, they don't care and they're just strict. You see what I'm talking about? So that's why I made the video yesterday, to explain to you guys that that's how to avoid this, is to basically order over the phone, go inside, don't have your shirt on, give them the card, but make sure the GrubHub word ain't on there. Mark it out or do something. I don't know. Erase it, paint it out, get some white out, put some black tape over it. I don't know, whatever. They say something, my card is messed up or whatever, it's going to fall apart, whatever. Whatever, it doesn't matter. You know what I'm saying? So that's how to avoid that. A lot of these restaurants, they do not know they're on the GrubHub platform. And if they have a strict policy against it, and if you bring in your bag or your GrubHub shirt on, and they're against GrubHub orders, they're going to just simply tell you to leave. Whether you're doing the right thing or not, you bring in your GrubHub bag, they're going to tell you to leave because they're against GrubHub orders. Now, not all restaurants are like this, right? But are you going to risk a $20 payout, a $30 payout? No, it's not even worth it, right? So, do what you want to do. You don't have to do it my way. Some people are not having issues like I have, or Scott, or those other two girls in my group that had issues with the restaurants, with the GrubHub card. Okay, a lot of restaurants, they just don't care, whatever. But some do. So that's what I'm saying. A lot of these order and pay orders, they did not sign an agreement with the restaurant and GrubHub. They didn't sign anything. GrubHub didn't call to make sure, and they should have did that maybe, but it is what it is. So anyways, guys, that's order and pay orders. A lot of them pay more money. So that's why I'm saying, do it my way and you should be fine. Because why are you going to do the right thing, supposedly, and the restaurants, they don't even know that they're on the freaking GrubHub app, right? And then you're going to have to cancel because they're like against GrubHub orders. It's just a big ass headache. So anyways, you want to do it my way, that's fine. You want to do it your way, it's up to you. But you might run into an issue like I have, or Scott, where you have to cancel the order, or in rare occasions, get yelled at by the manager. The GrubHub driver starts crying because, she's emotional and he was yelling at her. And that's not okay. That's not okay to yell at anybody. We're all human beings. That's not right. Oh, we hate GrubHub order. We hate GrubHub drivers. F you, blah, blah, blah. That manager was totally in the wrong. And that restaurant that took that girl's GrubHub card and didn't give it back, that was totally wrong. Okay? And that's not cool. So anyways, if you want to avoid these kind of problems, just like I said, call it over the phone, act like a regular customer, go in without anything that says GrubHub on it, pay with the card, and that's it. If it's possible, mark out the GrubHub word. I think that's better. Some people aren't doing that, but to avoid these issues, I would just do it like that. So anyways, guys, please like, comment, subscribe. Please share this video because you know what? The word is not getting out about these GrubHub orders, these order and pay orders, and we need to get the word out. So anyways, please like, comment, subscribe, share the video on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Tumblr, Reddit, wherever. Share it with your friends, your family, your fellow drivers. We got to educate people because we don't want these kind of things happening, man. The police being called and the restaurant's taking the card away and you having to cancel the order. You got to call GrubHub. You got to call the customer. Sorry, you got to cancel your order. It's just too much of a hassle. So like I said, like, comment, subscribe, share the video, and get the word out, man. That's what it's all about. We're drivers. We're a community. We're like a family. If you want to talk to me more, or you want to join my group, it's called The Gig Economy on Facebook, So you can reach out anytime. I'm here for you guys. And anyways, that's all I've got to say. All right, guys. Peace out. See ya. And that's it. All right, guys. Peace out. See you later.